Roar!
The Glaring Gaffes of Gabby Gums by FanOfMostEverything. Letter from the Editor. The Glaring Gaffes of Gabby Gums by Featherweight Westwind. In recent weeks, the full free press has expanded from the humble voice of a single school to one of the most eagerly read papers in the Canterlot metropolitan area. However, this incredible expansion did not come without a price. Under the iron hoof of former editor-in-chief Diamond Tiara, a reputable paper became a tabloid, and the crown jewel of its tawdry scandal-mongering was the work of Gabby Gums. But the three fillies who shared that nom de plume would not have been able to inflict nearly as much damage to nearly as many fine ponies' reputations were it not for me. My photographs grace almost all of the Gabby Gums articles. They were often taken without consent, knowledge, or even warning. Tiara told me to document everything, and Celestia helped me, I did. My photos were even used to coerce the writers of the Gums columns to continue producing them after they realized the error of their ways. Only after they issued a public apology was Tiara knocked down to operating the actual press, and I, of all ponies, was put in her place. I didn't have the courage of my former co-workers to perform the true duty of the journalist, to tell the truth. The truth is that I was Tiara's lapdog, and I know it. But now I am in a position to make amends, and I fully intend to do so. In ancient Egyptian mythology, the god Osiris weighed the hearts of deceased ponies against truth, symbolized by a feather. Only those souls whose hearts were not burdened with dishonesty were permitted to pass into the afterlife. With every seemingly incriminating photograph, I betrayed the feather of truth on my flank. It is my hope that by listing the corrections, clarifications, and retractions of the exaggerations and outright lies Gabby Gums wrote in the name of juiciness, I can begin to atone for my part in their perpetration. Apparatus alarms Appaloosans. The full free press cannot confirm the presence of inventors Flim and Flam Flim Flam in or near Appaloosa at the time this article was published. The existence or specifications of a prototype Super Speedy Cider Squeezy 9000, nor the feasibility of creating a localized time acceleration field to allow cider production at any time of year. Applejack, asleep on the job. The picture of Miss Applejack was taken after a typical hard day's work. All comments attributed to family and co-workers regarding a subpar work ethic were inventions of the reporters. Big Macintosh, what's he hiding? Mr. Apple has offered no comment on this article. At the reporter's suggestion, Twilight Sparkle was also asked for comment. Her only statement was, "It's complicated." Blue Blood Balls, Crying Jack at Canterlot Chanding. A spokespony for the assembled bloodlines of Canterlot had this to say when asked for comment. That, expletive deleted, expletive deleted, him. Every word those fillies wrote is as true as if it came from the mouth of Celestia herself. Bless every one of them. Confectioner's corny cost cutting. The full free press would like to thank Bonbon Dulciana for offering numerous demonstrations that she has never substituted high fructose corn syrup for cane sugar in her products. The Drama Queen Diaries. Despite numerous letters from Rarity Bell insisting that we state otherwise, this article was, in fact, transcribed from her private diary. While the full free press regrets and apologizes for this invasion of privacy, we cannot deny the truth of the story. Hoofball Hero denies allegations. The National Hoofball League is not currently investigating Magnum Captain Fantastic Bell for use of magical performance enhancement during his years in the league. An inventory expansion long overdue. Ballpoint Davenport, owner of Quilts and Sofas, has confirmed that he has made no plans for adding spatulas to the store's signature line of writing and sitting utensils. Local Lyrics' looniest lines. The purported expose of a massive Canterlot conspiracy was actually a fantasy novel Lyra Heartstrings has been writing in her spare time. While the full free press cannot comment to the ultimate existence of humans past or present, We can confirm that Miss Heartstrings does not believe in them beyond their use as an intriguing antagonist for her story. Mere shears in her vanities. It is true that Fluttershy Posy Filly has received tail extensions in the past. However, a source close to her, speaking on conditions of anonymity, told the Full Free Press that she did not so after donating the majority of her tail to charity, not wanting to make major production of the donation. Massive scandal rocks Wonderbolts. While it is true that Carbo Load, personal trainer of the Wonderbolts, adjusted Soren Markov's diet shortly before the publication of this article, it was no different from the changes made for each member of the team. Copious weight gain from excessive pie consumption was not a factor. Motivational Minotaur milks Manhattan. It is true that famed motivational speaker and labyrinth enthusiast Iron Will did not appear during the 300th anniversary of the founding of Manhattan. However, this was because he was not scheduled to appear. He certainly did not collect more than 200,000 bits in appearance fees. While the Full Free Press maintains that no racially charged language was intended in this article, we would still like to apologize to our bovine and semi-bovine readers for any offense taken from the use of the word milk. Rainbow Dash, Speed Demon or Super Softy. Shortly after the article's photograph was taken, Miss Dash refused the hoofy cure, citing discomfort with another pony touching her hooves. A spokespony for the luxuriant Lotus Spa confirms that Miss Dash has not made an appointment there in the past year. Scootaloo Twister, one of the 3 writers under the Gabby Gums name, would like to personally apologize to Miss Dash and wishes it to be known she had no hoof in this article. A royal cakewalk. It is a regrettable duty of the Full Free Press to confirm that Her Royal Highness the Princess Celestia did indeed eat 40 cakes. That's as many as 4 tenths. And that's terrible. Secret of the Great and Powerful Trixie reconcealed. It is only speculated that Patricia Lulamoon, also known by her stage name, the Great and Powerful Trixie, personally transmuted the text of each copy of the article Secrets of the Great and Powerful Trixie Revealed into repeated instances of the sentence passerby were shocked by the copious amounts of pudding. Any proof of such presented in this article was invented by the reporters. She could just die. The Full Free Press would like to apologize to Mayor Marion Mayer for the invasion of her privacy and thank her for her understanding of the coercive circumstances. In a rare case of positive consequences for the work of Gabby Gums, Ponyville's stores have apparently agreed on an unofficial 50% discount on grey mane dye for Mayor Mayer. Shocking confession, I married an alien. This story was an outright fabrication. All statements attributed to Ditsy Doo Hoofs were inventions of the reporters. Neither Dr. John Hoofs nor Sparkler Hoofs is an extra-equestrian life form, nor was Dinky Doo Hoofs synthesized through advanced magic technology. Tension takes the cakes to brink of divorce. This story was an outright fabrication. All statements attributed to Cup and Carrot Cake and Pinkamena Pie were inventions of the reporters. The sidebar on potential custody of Pumpkin and Pound Cake by legal analyst Truffle Shuffle, while moot, is technically accurate. 24-7-3.14. While the reporters insist that this story was heavily exaggerated, its subject, Pinkamena Pie, is equally insistent as to its veracity. Under the circumstances, the final judgment is left to the reader. Twilight Sparkle, I was a Canterlot snob. This story was an outright fabrication. All statements attributed to Spike Kafadon were inventions of the reporters. The article's photograph was taken immediately after asking Miss Sparkle her opinion of Legends of Zebra Curses. Featherweight Westwind is editor-in-chief of the Full Free Press. Hello everyone, this is Visual Pony from Pony&Wolf Productions, and I thank you for taking the time out of your day to listen to this video. At this point, I want to thank all of our amazing patrons on Patreon for supporting this channel with their monthly donations and keeping the lights on around here. Now, more than ever, it is important that you support your favorite content creators, because due to YouTube's new content policy changes, we, along with other content creators, had to demonetize a lot of our most profitable videos. For us, those are the Fallout Equestria stories. As you can see on the graph on screen right now, our earnings per video used to be relatively okay. Even though the earnings were never enough for a viable career, it was enough for a good, decent side income. Now we are struggling to pay our bills. If you want to support us for as little as $1 a month, you can do so by clicking on our Patreon link down in the description below. And you can get wonderful perks like, for example, early access to all of our stuff. Sometimes things like this are recorded months in advance. Voice acting lessons from me or Midnight if you really want to. And you can join our Patreon Discord server. Even though it may look like there's not much going on in there, I am actually checking it on the daily. Thank you for listening to this message, and I wish you a wonderful, wonderful day.